No. Ho, ho, ho. I... Oh, okay, there we go. um... Okay. Do I have my RS thumbnail up? Let me check. Oh yeah, okay, everything's good. Let me just do this real quick. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, madness. I believe we're. I'm gonna see if we can get up to chapter 7 today. Or, what chapter are we on? We're on chapter 4. So we could probably beat chapter 7 today. We'll see. Depending on how fast everything goes and if I don't fuck up. We're not starting the game. I'm going to do that. Alright. Without further ado, let's start. Evening crisp. After traversing Florin's Lake, Gideon and his men make their way deep into Abdicate's forest. After a few hours, they come across something unexpected. Steel Knights, what are they doing here? This is the first time I've seen them up close. They're huge. One of them's coming towards us. It might be their commander. Who goes there? Identify yourself. I'm Gideon of House Rose. We are allies in this conflict. You're Samuel's son? What in the seven hells are you doing all the way out here? I'm escorting a caravan with supplies for the Rose Knights. I turn around. Where are you? These woods are crawling with stalkers. Your caravan will be sacked. Is that why you come here? No, we have a special mission from our leader, the Lord of Steel, Thorgrim. I am General Shrek of the Steel Knights. We are here to battle the horsemen. The horse? Why? The Deathstalkers have allied themselves with the largest tribe, the Wind Riders. That's how they are able to keep their base of operation within the forest. However, the Centaurs only respect strength, so we come here to challenge them. If we could beat them in battle, they might switch sides and join our cause instead. That's what Lord Thorgrim thinks anyways. He knows their customs better than I. So you're going to fight against a whole horde, which is a handful of knights. We will face them on favorable terrain of our choosing while holding our ground. In such a battle, we Steel Knights cannot be defeated, not even against a horde. However, we do have a problem. And what is that? As I said, the woods are crawling with stalkers. They're everywhere. Once our battle begins, they're sure to come scurrying out of hiding. No doubt they'll try to hit us from behind while we fight the centaurs. Alone, they are not a very big problem. But if they perform a pincher strike, how about we team up? We can deal with the dust stalkers off your back. We can keep the dust stalkers off your back, damn, while you fight. Afterwards, you help escort this caravan. That might be doable. We head northeast towards Lord Thorgrim's camp after this. I believe that's the direction Samuel and his Rose Knights went riding towards. Our path intertwines with Sir Rose Knight. We're honored to fight alongside you. Then let us do battle, General. No, at least it's together, but yeah, well. I was about to take my troops south to prepare our defense. I will leave my lieutenant here with you. He knows our enemies well. Galahad! Commander Striker. You'll be staying here with Lord Gideon, help him root out the dust stalkers. What? I'm not taking part in the battle? Your task will be the most important one of all. You'll need to keep those vipers off our back. Bah, I was looking towards facing the Centaurs myself. I have great things about their valor and strength. Instead, I had to babysit a bunch of green recruits. I'm hardly green, Sir Galahad. Ha, little Rose Knight Gideon, you think yourself a tough guy? After this battle is done, you will be soiling your own britches. This war here will be a real fight. I'm confident I can hold my own. I take my leave. Wait here for my signal when the stalkers them show themselves strike. As you command. It's so quiet. Are you sure the Death Stalkers are here? They're here, alright. I can't see them, but I know they're nearby. My sensors are telling me to be on high alert. You should too. Steel Knights, our enemies are finally here. Prepare for battle. Defensive formation. Don't give these half-horses an inch. Harriet, keep my men healed at all costs. Don't even allow a single one to fall. I'm not telling you how to do your job, Strikers. Don't tell me how to do mine. I'll patch you up, but your men better make sure I'm not interrupted by those horses. Not to worry, Lady Harriet, I will protect you. Bleh. One of the Steel Knights has sounded the horn. The battle's about to begin. Alright. Striker looks like the type of dude to listen to punk rock music while fighting. Dog, I'm not gonna lie to you. Striker just looks like he listens to like he listens to Devil May Cry soundtracks all day. It's like he'd just be sitting in the fighting a horde of horses and then be like, buried alive deep within. I have got shit for units. We could give. I'll give Helios the short sword so he could hurry up and get his. Who the fuck has my short sword? You do. Give Helios the short sword. The sooner he gets S rank on S rank swords, the sooner he uses the Hellblazer. Striker has subhuman playing on repeat. This map is pretty difficult. I think it's probably the first. I think this is like probably the biggest difficulty spike map. But then the map after this, so we'll get there when we get there. Strikers listen to Guilty Gear music. Depends, like what type of Guilty Gear era are we talking about? Because like some of the newer songs, I can't imagine Striker listening to The Town Inside Me. I mean, he might actually. I don't know. I have a lot of. That's the creep. Ah, excuse me. That's a crit ring. I do not. Does he need safe to assume we could take it off. We could take the steel scroll off of Helios here. Doesn't really need it anymore. I mean, the only reason we keep it on him is just so he can't get crit. Walter. Put your dick away, Walter. Give the steel scroll to Nathaniel. We won't be using Nathaniel much since we have Celeste. Celeste is just a better Nathaniel in this situation. I get Nathaniel has a promotion option, but like, And also, Celeste's personal skill won't fuck us over on later maps. The memes, though. The memes. We're not gonna be using my Drago, so we can store his shit. We won't be using Dimitri, but we do want his spear, but we don't want the Great Lance. The memes. The DNA of the soul. Comes the issue though is God, having this little shit be on our team. We could give her the crit ring, I guess. See if she can start doing work. The issue with Ivani is just like being a trainee in a 10 chapter game is just not advantageous at all. We are working up to get 31 luck at least on Rosa, which shouldn't be too hard, but we'll see. I know it's not this chapter. I think it might be this chapter actually. No, it's not. I know in chapter 7, if you do the secret objective for the rally, you get a perma +4 on luck. So nobody to give this damn min staff to. I guess I could give it to her. What's this the flame cards thing do? Skill, defense, res, and then minus 30 luck. We could get that to heal you, so you can start. Now his defense is nearly capped, isn't it? Yeah. What skills also capped? I'm pretty sure skills just capped. It's about to be even as a fan of training less than great units, I haven't been able to make Ivani work too little time to train her. I was having a sharp post-string Heart Day Archer. I could be wrong, but doesn't archers draw the arrows and not the strings themselves? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Ivani should be smart enough to know you wear gloves when you're shooting a bow. Well, not gloves, but like some form of hand protection while shooting a bow. So the string shouldn't even be hurting her hand. But I'm not going to say too much because apparently the losing the 6 HP helps proc her personal skill. The issue is though, it's just like she is such a nothing character. Like unit, my bad. Her character's well, she's a nothing character too, but that's for a different time. These squares are just ass. These are like the only stats that kind of matter on a trainee is if they have a decent enough magic or strength. I guess since she is a crit, I guess since she has crit, you can alleviate her low strength growth, but still. No, Rosa has a bad strength growth, but we're also just kind of neutering it a bit because we're giving her a. We could actually give Rosa the Flame Guard scroll, because. No, it gives minus 30 luck. We don't want that on Rosa. We want her to level luck. Well, she gets plus 10 luck because of the equal thing, and then. She doesn't get anything else out of it, though. Ragnar doesn't need it. Allura. Does Allura need a scroll? Probably not. Let me check. Again, we're only rocking on 3 scrolls, so we gotta like bounce back and forth on how we use these. No, she definitely doesn't want that. If we had Calm still, the Flame Guard scroll would be good, but. No, if you use Ivani gets what skill does she get? I think she gets Sure Shot from if she talks to Kurt in chapter 6-2. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's that exact skill, but no, the only way you can get Gale Shot if you have Callum talk to Kurt. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Callum's probably your best Gale Shot user anyway. Spend more time thinking of how I want to build this team more than I've been. Yeah, well, let's just give her a vulnerable caution. Thanks, good internet. No problem. I'm gonna use the physics staff. That's something to note. You know, let's keep the scrolls on the same people. Yeah. Excuse me, fuck. Let's just give Gideon his shit. Is Andrew streaming right now? Alright, tell him I said hi. Should have checked if he was streaming. I tried not to clash with his stream schedule. I just thought since I have a lot of time today, we could do a little bit. We could probably make this a short stream. We could probably do this and then chapter 5 and then call it there. Because these next, I know this map and chapter 5 were probably like the worst maps in this game by a mile. Alright, let's ball. I forgot to do unit formation. Oh well. US Buggy Blast. Shit. Drago's good. It's just the issue with Drago is you're planning your entire run knowing you're gonna be. I'm pretty sure. I don't know his gold price. It's like on top of my head, because I know they fluctuate from map to map. But you're planning way too much just for. Well, he is good, and I heard from LTA he's a top 5 unit. The fact that you need to more or less warp your entire run around him is just. We can. Yeah, this is probably better to go right side. No, this thing has 3 range. Yeah, he has a longbow. Yeah, one short. There's no way he's a top 5. He's good, but because of the utility. Nah, from what I heard, he's a top 5 unit from like people I do trust opinions on people's whose opinions I trust on this game. It's just I do agree with you though. I am a bit skeptical of whether or not he is top 5. Like I said, I think it's just because of the gold thing. The gold thing is probably his biggest downfall, and even with Midas, you can just get. He only has, I think, joining luck is 10. So unless you put him a luck scroll on him or feed him luck items, he only has a 10% chance to keep his Midas, to not use a weapon durability on Midas. And you can just get unlucky, and he just destroys his own Midas. He reaches there, yeah. We keep Nathaniel up here just so we can recruit what's her name? Astrid. Heal. Oh, Galahad doesn't need that. You know, for Jacob. Yeah. Oh my god. God. Man. Not Ivani. Oh, Ivani's personal weapon hurts her even if she doesn't attack? What type of shit is that? It's not a skill that was the reason why she's taking damage. It's her PRF weapon. Her PRF weapon has the skill Fury, which gets her bonus stats, but it does like I think the game says 6. I'm pretty sure there's like a flat amount it does. I'm pretty sure there's just a flat 6 damage it does. So I think the ultimate strat here is just to get Galahad and pretty sure Gideon would be the better one. We could give Gideon, Galahad, and Madeline just rush south so we could kill these 2 bosses. That is the issue with this map. Well, if you're doing a route, I don't know if it's just purpose from the devs, but having all the bosses spawn so far away, especially on a map with such a limited, you're more or less put on a time limit. It's kind of bad decision. No, nice strength level. Is the time limit too tight? Yes and no. I think yes because, like, for one, it's just an out of nowhere time limit. You don't know it's coming. But I would also say no because at least... Hard question because I feel like... I'm gonna say just yeah. I'm gonna say yes because I feel like, for one, if you're doing this on a blind playthrough, you don't know that Fraudbird is coming, so you just not gonna be ready for it. You're gonna have everybody move south, like spread out. I know better, so I have all the units who I'm not using the boss kill to be up north, so we could get out of here as soon as he comes, and we could get the choice to. But even then, like, let me kill this enemy real quick. So we spawned like right here. So once you spawn up here, here's these 2 bosses. So that's still a good chunk away. Obviously, there's a boss who spawns right here. The issue is, and there's also, yeah, he's right here. So these bosses spawn pretty far out from each other. If you take B route, I think you spawned either right here or down here. No, you spawned down here because I remember. Because you had to. If you spawn down here, you have the advantages of having 2 bosses this close, and then you go. And by the time Albert comes and you get the prompt, you should be finishing up these last 2 bosses, so you're already up here, so it's not a big hassle. Doing a route though, you gotta have a unit come all the way down here, and I think Albert spawns next turn. Let me check. Yeah, he spawns on turn 3, so Albert comes right here. So you're not even. These units are not even damaged yet by the time Albert comes. You can just get unlucky, lose a unit. Galahad, as strong as he is, he's not invincible on his chapter. I would say, but again, at the same time, since this is like 2 maps, in one, you can't really change how Albert spawns, because if he spawns like a turn too late, then if he spawns like on a later turn to make A route easier, B route more or less has nothing to worry about because they have. Let's say if he spawns on turn 5, I have 5 whole turns to kill these 2 units, which shouldn't be too hard since Galahad's right here, and we can have Galahad just bomb rush the bottom guy and then have Gideon and them get this one, so Galahad could either easily come up. Or you can have Madeline do it, since you should have a Pingram, ping. I'm gonna just look at her inventory because I'm a Pyron shield. Again, I don't know how I would personally fix it outside of maybe making this commander. Also, why the hell do they have 3 range? They do not. I guess they need. I guess they wanted to put. I didn't know they have that skill. I guess they wanted to give them point blank, so like you can't just cheese them. But like that still seems just like kind of just stupid. I mean, this game is generous enough to give you. If you go in knowing what's gonna happen, then it's not as bad. Well, let's say if you go in blind and I don't know, it's just and you're only 2 really high mobility units you get at this point, unless you're is Madeline and Gideon are your 2 highest mobility units, unless you bring one of the Rose Knights with you. Which, I mean, even if you do, and then that's 3. I guess it does make it easier. Let's see here. Okay, I think Madeline might actually just be dead here unless she dodges. And then we have Aubrey be up here. Probably gonna want Helios to take care of this boss on the right. Oh, they're gonna go for Gideon. Why are they going for Gideon? I guess it's because he doesn't double. Nice. Oof. Man, Madeline might actually be dead here. I should have probably stayed it, because, we could probably thug through without Madeline. I'd rather not. Oh, there goes Madeline. Oh well. But I thought I would respond on turn 3. I guess I'm horrifically wrong. He does a lunatic, yeah. God, I'm not ready to do a lunatic run of this shit yet. I pushed for the time limit to be longer on this map, by the way. You did? I think it's okay to have it on... I think on Lunatic it should be turn 5. I don't know. I said turn 3 because I thought it was. It should not be as low as it is on lower difficulties. Again, this is probably, I want to say this is the worst map in the game because it's because that goes to chapter 5 or 7. You have to decide which one I think is worse. Gideon does not double here. What the fuck are these stats? I mean, Albert killing steals was chasing you. Oh, they didn't have a turn. They didn't have like a at least like a little cooldown on when Albert will start chasing you after he's done with the steals. Damn, good level. Celeste has been really useful for this run. I think 5 is worse because of the golem. Yeah, the golem more or less just makes that map just god awful to play, especially on replay. So when I did, I finished the playthrough on this save like off stream. Even with like the over leveled Helios, it was just awful. Like it's a drag of a fight. The only redeeming thing about it is I do have enough longbow users, so it's not too bad now. But the fact that I need to resort to a specific weapon to make the fight easier is just boring. Is just was I joining Sacred Lineage? Yeah. I'll get like I said, I'll get to you more on that. The only issue I had so far is on the third map, the 2 recruits. They kind of just, especially the Myrmidon. For some reason, she joins on a mountain tile, so she can't move. Or I'm pretty sure it's because they're not programmed to move in FE8. Well, outside of whoever the dad's name is, I forgot. Ragnar Smash. Also, I'm gonna be dead ass honest. I really don't care for Albert. I get that, like, ooh. They did everything in their power to make him look cool, but it kind of just comes with a tryhard. And I'm not saying that like, I mean, I don't like Albert already as a character, but like, even in this game, it's just like they gave him a whole. I get that. Apparently, they had to give him the skill he has because if he didn't have it, he was gonna put into soft lock their game. Ignis proc, let's go. Fanny. I don't want to live on this world no more. Ugh. Why the fuck are these mages rocking? I guess it is 10 chapters. That's what that is. So why the fuck they rocking Hellfires? Tarnations, is the witch still here? Go and get her out of that hut. Show yourself, she-devil. We're through with your schemes. This forest is not for yours to control. All of Anderon's lands belong to the king. You're not welcome here. The king of the old pales to the calming tidal wave of the new. You asked for it, harlot. How about we burn your hut with you inside? Pitiful stalkers. You walk in darkness and yet you can't see when death stares you in the eye. Finally, she's exposed. Feeble efforts sprouting from an equally feeble individual. I'll also be honest, I'm kind of whatever on Asher being included in this game. Damned witch. I pity the fool blind to the rope around his neck. Your snake tongue is put into our soul. Go back to your monster clan, witch. If your bowstrings were as sharp as your tongue, I would be endangered. You forced my hand, dust stalkers. Oh yeah, because I have Aubrey, the fucking replacement thief guy doesn't join. Well, doesn't come spawn. But yeah, I would say Astrid's a fun. I get it's cute to have Astrid join because it's like fan service. But like, eh. And especially making the reason she's blind. Pretty sure in AS it said she sacrificed her sight for her immense power. Just to find out she lost her eyesight due to the lighty beam attack. Helios is just God. Helios is just leveling good. I fucking love me. I love my Helios. Yeah, he's just like I think he's just one skill off and one defense off of capping. That's good. You. I don't really care. TLDR, she smells his aura. He smells awful. Is he explaining how she survived the light nuke attack? Why she only gets blinded instead of dying like everyone else? I don't think it's explained at all. I could be wrong because I don't really use Astrid, so it's probably explained in her death line. I know. I don't expect too much though. I know this name. What's his name? Even Alvaro's Alvaro survived something. I'm pretty sure it's not even explained how he's supposed to survive. She has plot armor. She probably does. I don't even know how. It doesn't even make sense because it's. Oh, Celeste is out of range. Let me give her a sec. It doesn't even make sense for her to survive the beam, considering like damn near everybody else doesn't. So the reason why the brave weapons don't work because it's a coding thing. Alright, that makes. I guess it makes sense, but it still doesn't help with how hog shit that fight is. Luckily for us, it shouldn't be too bad this run because of Helios, because he got hammer it. Do your job, Jacob. Nice. Oh, he doesn't even kill. Damn. Same with Alvaro. The guy's looking like a well-cooked steak and somehow looks completely fine on AS. No, well, okay. I can understand if if he survived. I can understand him healing because he is. Helios himself says he's like he modified his body to such a high degree. My issue is how is just in general how the fuck did he survive that? He should not have survived that. Nah. Like I said, there's a lot of issues that come with making a game Kai. Yeah. I'm pretty sure even if brave weapons did work on the golem, I don't know if it would help too. Actually, it would help a lot, but it still probably wouldn't change like the overall problem with the fight. Now the issue is getting It wasn't even just he didn't even explode it. He was trapped inside a burning room. Yes, you get it, Albert. I think, yeah, no, I don't know how Alvaro survived that. He was stuck. Yeah, he just bounced back. I don't know how. Basically, lose your free run. I feel like, yeah, yeah, I feel like Galahad having a Brave Lanes was like made with the idea that it was gonna work on the golem fight. I guess he got Balgaro instead. Well, get him Gideon. That's basically the logic. Really? I mean, renewal's strong, but it's not strong enough to survive you from constant damage in a burning ass room. I really. Well, since you were looking at the fraud. Give me a sec. I just. Why though? This does not make Albert look cool. Like, I'm pretty sure you. Comes to down to the fact that they let Helios keep Hellblazer, which makes it look worse. Yeah, like Helios has had that motherfucker dead to rights, and the only explanation is, you don't get one. He survived. Lol. Keck W. I don't. He doesn't look right with the hair. His sprite works, whatever. I do agree that I feel like I'm more used to seeing Albert bald than with hair. This why the I know it's to prevent players from soft locking if Albert gets like surprisingly unlucky and gets hit. But like, look at these fucking inflated ass stats. This fucker. It doesn't even. What's up about the Spectre? Oh, it's Shrine Vision. So this fucker was using the Shrine. Ugh. No, they don't even explain about the. I'm pretty sure it's not even explained in game about the Spectre shit. Well, I mean, outside of like you know Albert has, but it's not really explained how he got it. I just chalked it up to the. Uh, it still doesn't. That's an issue. No, it's not what. That's my issue though. It's like these shrines, bro. They're just Deus Ex Machina plot devices. Gideon kills the enemy general next turn. That's good. Damn, really? I mean, I guess I want to put it out. I'm not gonna put it past Albert of using the shine because he does seem like the type of guy to do whatever and he sees fit. But god damn, does it just make him so uninteresting? He doesn't come off as a badass. He comes off as a pussy. Oh, these steel knights, man. I fear for my safety. That's the same issue with Aurelian and Cathus. They both relied on like super overpowered shrine magic. Like, bruh, you don't come off as strong. You just come off like you're using your best. Well, I'm pretty sure Cathus didn't really have much of a choice. His son did that for him. Fucking Aurelian just comes off as like, look at me, man. I'm using the plot relevant device to power up. Ugh. Helios critting, this is probably the funniest thing. Master Steel, nice. We don't really need one right now. Well, we could. Nah. It feels like throwing nukes in the Middle Ages. It's not fair at all. Yeah, I guess that is a pretty accurate expression of it. Alright, everybody save. I don't need to click space. Try to avoid clicking speed up because I know I can fuck with audio stuff. I think I went on this rant last stream, but I also don't. Since I'm looking at Helios, I just kind of remind myself like the secret chapter shit. I hope he doesn't. I hope Mangs doesn't do that for AS too. Fard forces the last light on Cathus, and he just takes it to avenge his son. Now, Cathus makes sense why he has it, because it wasn't really something he didn't choose to take that power. His son more or less just kind of forced him to have it. It still kind of just undermines the whole his whole. I mean, these guys just not really strong. I think he was never described in lore to be strong, so I'm not gonna go too. I'm not gonna harp on him too much. But I do. I still stand by the fact. I think Aurelian and if what you just said is true, and Albert used the shrine to get his power to for ultimate dodging. It doesn't really come off as strong. It just sounds like they were kind of desperate and knew they were gonna fucking lose unless they had the power. Is there a way to prevent? Yeah. Come on, hurry up. I don't have all day to listen to wind sound effect PNG all night. My game just glitched where it just did that. Do I have no, I don't. I guess I'll just take one. Cases is weak and is weak. The last light is to make him strong, so the siege is actually scary. Yeah, still kind of undermines the impact. I still, I get what I agree with you. You do have to make cases strong to actually make the siege of Holtmeyer sound as scary as like it canonically was. But God, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just hate cases that much. Where I just like I think about all the reasons all his like. Ugh. Again, I also think that whole the last light ritual is a Deus Ex Machina the fucking writers pull out of their ass. I was about to ask why Morty didn't do it in AS, but it kind of makes sense because I'm pretty sure outside of Iolanda, he was the only other Lightbringer. So I'll give that one a pass. No, there was also Albert, Dawn, and yeah, no. Now I think about it, why the fuck did Morty not do in the last right ritual? I'm pretty sure if he had one of those ancestors under his control, he could have just used them for the last light ritual. Okay, we gotta hope that Gideon crits this enemy so we can start retreating north. It's a one-time use thing, maybe. And also there is a point that I'm pretty sure the only reason Adrian knew it was because I'm pretty sure it was exclusive, like it's completely written out of history, and he only knew it because it was in what was the tome called? Starfall. Now I think about it. Yeah, no, there's even more sense why Morty want to do it outside the whole limited light thinger, Lightbringer thing. I'll forever find the fact this guy just pulls out a weapon, pulls out a gun. Ah, fuck me. I just realized I can't get the memory prism. There we go. Well, there was a memory prism in the next map that I was gonna get because it's actually is plot relevant. But like since Madeline died, I can't get it now. So I guess I have to do that on another separate playthrough. I mean, postures. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Of course he does. Did Modi ever even have access to Starfall at any point? No, I'm pretty sure the only person who has access to Starfall was Albert, which God knows how he got his fucking hands on it. I'm pretty sure even I could be wrong because I think that I just saw the cutscene, but I'm pretty sure the Starfall and Dawncaller are both trapped under Rebel in the ruin that the ritual happened in. Yeah, and Gideon might just be dead ass fucked. um, I think I could be wrong because I think there was a cutscene where it shows Kethis in the ruins. I don't know how they got it out. Wait, no, I don't want the child to die. Well, I mean the child can die, and I just want to care, but you know, I still don't want that on my mind. I have more. There's a lot of things I question on the writing part of this game. I'm still questioning why the fuck Ash was in this game. Oh, okay then. Never mind then. Yeah, then it would make reasonable sense for them to have it. I was misremembering the scene. I'm happy you corrected that. Now I'm kind of questioning if Dawn Color's not a proper regalia then, because I know Bodymon. Yeah, because Bodymon can use it, even though he has no Lightbringer blood in him. Mortimer makes sense to be able to use it. And then, yeah, Isabel definitely can't use it. I don't know why she was able to. Albert does make sense. Dawn can use it, which it's named after her, so I'll be more upset if she couldn't use it. No, only like the king could probably use it. I don't care about your baby daddy. Gosh. This chapter is so unnecessarily long. Crit? Damn. So only the ladies and the steels. Yeah, only the ladies and steels can use it. And it's not really even explained why how steel can use it. Oh, he crits. I'm pretty sure Clock didn't even think that far ahead of the implication of DC like that. We were talking about the so we went on the whole how the fuck did they get the Dawn Caller Starfall out of the dungeon? Apparently, Ferd digged it out. Gideon is not leveling speed. What the fuck? And then we were just talking about how the fuck can Bodymon use the Dawn Caller? Bodymon and Isabel. Mm. But yeah, no. So like, if you know Kai, correct me. But is they ever explained why the fuck can Bod and Isabel use the Dawn Caller? Like, I understand why Don, Albert, and those are the only Lightbringers and Mortimer. I can understand why they can use it, but like, does it ever explain why House Steel members can? Oh, okay. I made the first thing up. I got no heckler. They got DC. Don Starfall and DC unburied. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You telling me they blocked something that important behind an epilogue? Nice. Man's trying not to hide important information behind something you can miss. Challenge impossible. You'd be fucking kidding me. You missed a 92? I should let your fucking children die for that one. That sounds fucking awful out of context. Oh well. I don't know. I feel like Mangs just loves FE4 too much. Like, bro, you can. I seen the Dawn epilogue. It doesn't explain how the Regalias got unburied. It just shows Dawn talking to Ferd about how Andron is screwed. Nah. You know what? It's probably gonna be an extremely short stream, but I'll probably call it after this map. I'm just not feeling it today on this. Again, I don't. I could probably go on a longer rant. I'll probably save it for the video, but I just don't think Mang should be hiding. Like, if it is plot, like story important, don't hide it behind a fucking epilogue. I was okay with rather play Sacred Lineage. Sacred Lineage or the CMU I'm about to be in. Like, I got asked to be input. Not I didn't really ask. I just made a joke, and then it was like we could put you in. I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll put you in the CMU. So I got put into a CMU. I'm just playing. But nah, I'm kind of a little. It was stated in a secret epilogue. I need a playtester. Yeah. I'd say I'm not even playing the CMU. I'm pretty sure it's just. The rest are busy. Like I said, I'll play more Secret Lineage tonight. It's not what I'm going to probably play after this stream, after this map, after this. But no, I got distracted. That damn guy distracted me from what I was about to go off on ranting about. My issue with the Mangs' epilogue thing, what's Sacred Lineage? Oh, it's one of Kai's demos. He's letting me play test for him. Was jokingly play whenever your time. Yeah, no, all good. No, I was all good, man. Don't worry. Well, I was going on about till I got distracted. That is a baller ass crit animation. Rain is bad. A is bad. RA bad. No, it was more just Mang's questionable decisions on how he wants to. Raw bad. I read that as RS, and I didn't even think much about it. But now it says raw bad. You can't be shaming the god of the sun there, guy. You're gonna fuck us all over. Windland scroll. I didn't even check. Meh. Even. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. Gideon not leveling speed is fucking with me. I am so used to Gideon doubling. This motherfucker is not doubling simple merms. Mary's is married to FE4, not Bethany. Ugh. Look, I understand taking influence on this, putting your influence on your sleeve. It's like god damn. What did FE4 help you? Like help you lose your virginity? Like what the fuck? Oh shit, we might have to use the thing. Look. FE4 is not a good game, so like him taking as much influence as he does from that. No, it's 3 houses. Was it something I said that you're saying? No, it's 3 houses. Oh, talking about like how a lot of the story is fucking hidden. Nice. I like FE4, but I think the game had an issue with port and plot beats being hidden by some weird or just tiring requirements. Like beating the game 10 times after just that waiting in the title screen. Really? That's a fucking actual requirement in that game? Fucking Kaga, bro. What are the 7 hours? You're no ordinary dust stalker. You cut through my men as if they were made of paper. Just who the hell are you? I can't think of like I can't think of another game that helped get Bethany. Oh. God. Fucking damn. Kaga, bro. It's just Kaga, bro. I can't I don't know what to say. No, Kaga's great with storytelling. Don't get me wrong. I think we need more we need more Kaga like stories in the main line. But again, the last time we had someone try to be serious was 3 Houses, and we know how all that turned out in the fandom. Oh, Kaga still does, because that's the only hidden thing compared to AS, not AS, RS. Play Berwick. Download is begging. No, I haven't downloaded. I played a bit of the first chapter. I kind of stopped. So what I plan on doing is okay, we can finally escape. No. So what I plan on doing with Berwick is I probably stream it, Kaga does funny things that he exclusively thinks are funny to him. 36776 is the big example. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure FE4 also has like the. No, that's FE5. Thinking about like that one character that's like, God knows what the fuck they were smoking when they're like, for his recruit. Why the fuck did you target him? Typical woman moment. I know FE5, there's like this one ridiculous ass requirement. You know, fuck it, we ball. Nice. It was like, I don't remember because it's been, because I remember seeing it in a video. I just don't remember. So, the thing with Mangs' right thing is, he has epilogues behind. He has an important story behind 5 crystals. You first of all, you don't even. I'm pretty sure if you were reading, like, if you read the story, you understand. If you read the story, you know the first crystal is because Buggy would say something. I'm pretty sure it changes depending on what fucking route you're in. But like, I'm gonna be dead ass honest. How the fuck would anybody figure out what a second crystal is? Stats have infinite range in FP5. That is a Kaga moment. I think the only I remember there's like some crazy things about Thracia. I just don't remember on top of my head. I do know that like the double promotion Thief is one of them. No, the triple promotion. They get promoted to Thief, the dancer to a rogue. They're extremely like okay. Then I could probably tell. I think the biggest example of how I know, like last month stuff. What the fuck? Nah, so like the reason I know the crystals were late editions because like some of them don't make any fucking sense of why they're there. Pretty sure like the only ones on top of my head that makes sense was Rick Heals because you're gonna probably need to kill her anyways, and the Buggy one because the Buggy one, how the fuck Buggy got his hands on one is a different question entirely, but Buggy Blast. Then there's that this map. I'm not gonna show it tonight because I'm probably gonna call streams after this map. Chapter 5. Who the fuck discovered that secret door? Hell, when I was even looking at the damn documentary, the doc. Think about how they got him. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I was looking at the doc and I was like, there's a secret door in chapter. There's a secret lever, not even a door. There's a secret lever you need a flyer to get access to. I looked all over the map. I couldn't find it, and I went up with Maladin and saw it. I was like, why the fuck is this door just right here? There's a random peg in 3B with a crystal. Oh, yeah. Something that's super plot important, just being... I mean, it's probably still not nearly as ridiculous as the fucking requirements to get the secret chapter for Andron, but at least that secret chapter. Huh. Sure, we could. Then we could take Callum, and then we could drop him. I mean, the secret chapter was. At least, I don't know. I feel like the secret chapter was kind of fucking absurd, but at least, like, you are going to use some of the units that you're required. The only ones I think you wouldn't be normally using is Amelia. I think Amelia's the only one I just don't think you'd be normally using. Again, Mangs needs to stop putting, like, secret chapters requirements locked behind units, so that's... And it's fucking stupid thinking. It only works in this game because Helios and Eleanor are really decent units. It doesn't work in FE. It doesn't work in AS because I'm pretty sure you had to use Coulter. Coulter's a fucking noodle. You don't use 15 dark magic users. Shaking my head. Alright, go ahead. You got one more turn. Include long rant about what the fuck was Mang smoking when he made that chapter 5, the secret chapter requirements. Damn. I mean, and then we also got to talk about, do we include the secret objectives that he included? Because if that, then that's an entire different can of worms of what the fuck were you thinking about half of those. Some of them were like simple shit, like kill all the cons in chapter 4, or... And then there's the, I think the one map with Amon in it, the one where Amon could become a green unit. This you got to save slaves. I think that was probably the worst secret objective. I'll let you know. I got up to chapter 3. I beat chapter 3 for beating the sister. You gotta get in this girl. Learn a new rally, yippee. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna call it here, but I'll talk for a bit. So, it's a shorter stream today. Like I said, I kind of played a lot of this Tuesday night after stream turned off. I forget they exist. Yeah, no, the thing is, the secret objectives feel like they were just implemented last second. Let's put this on title screen. The secret objective feels like they were last second thoughts because like some of them just don't make fucking logical sense to do. Like the Ilanda one was probably a big example. Who the fuck will think? Yes, I'm gonna send a unit up to the north to visit Ilanda's house before she gets out of there. Or some of them are just like damn near death wishes. The what was it? The Great Crossing map. You gotta fight Alexander at least once, which I guess is made easier because of Mortimer, because Mortimer's clones counts towards the objective. But like that is still, who the fuck thought of that? Then I'm pretty sure the chapter 30 secret objective, you have to take the duel to fight Galahad. What's that one thing, guy? Let a brother know. I could say though, there's super many. I like the idea of the rally gimmick, but I do agree. I just feel like half of them just don't. Why the fuck would I want to use them? Scavenger. I know Scavenger, the one that gives you vision, has use in PH mode. Lone Wolf Cry is borderline fucking useless. The only ones I really use is the one that gives you XP. But even then, that kind of just becomes useless in this game because of how like much XP you get in this game. The first 3 rallies you get the Buggy Blast, Paladin's Charge, and Rose something, I forgot. Those 3 are really strong, and it's just like no other reason to use any of the other ones outside of maybe the Luck Boost one for the one time because it gives you just +4 luck. The E-Seal one you don't even have to use. It just gives you the E-Seal the second you get it. And there's no real reason to use it again. It just feels like Mang's made a lot of rallies and just like, yeah, these sound cool. I know there's a Gale Shot rally, which... not a Gale Shot, a Gale Force rally. Which I'm pretty sure you need that for... if you're doing all challenges, Lunatic. The 3B one is good. It's just for 3B when you never use it. When you play 3B again. Yeah. I think that's called like Scavenger's, not Scavenger's Ploy or something, or something. The rallies had the same problems as the Takaju Gichi skills and vanilla SMT. The Takaju skills. Is that an SMT5? I haven't played SMT5 in a fucking while. There's a lot, but the first one you get are the best ones and make the rest useless. I'll be honest, I don't know what the Kamachichi skills is. Not because I haven't played SMT, I just have not played SMT5. Now I got the Maga Shuchi skills. Are those the ones that just give you a flat buff, if I'm remembering? I played SMT3, and I remember if you beat SMT3, if you do if you have those parasites, I don't remember what they're called, and then you take you get certain skills out of them once you complete the leveling them. No, I'm thinking of SMT4. SMT5, I think I have played. Yeah, I have played SMT5. Oh yeah, no. Now I think I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, because it was those. It was this weird. It was like the gimmick of the thing where you get like as moves exclusive to the Nahibino. No, you're right. Like then it's yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. The rally suffer the same issues of the Nahibino skills because the first ones you get in the game are like really fucking strong, and the rest are kind of just like filler stuff. I think the only one that kind of has a use is the one that's like a 5-hit move. There's a meter. Then yeah. Sorry, it's been a bit since I played SMT5. I was thinking of SMT4, and I was like, I haven't played that one yet. I played 3 and 5. That's the issue though with like when you bring like with rallies, since we're talking about RS. That's the issue with rallies though. Like you bring a system. If you bring in a system that more or less is just free stats or some free utility, most of the times the free stats are better than the utility, unless the utility is inadvertently overpowered. I'll show you after stream. I know what you're talking about. There's a meter. The Nahabino has a meter, and once he fills out the meter, he can select one of his personal skills, or not personal, one of his signature skills or abilities. And like one's just free flat crit. I know that much. There's this one that heals your team, and I think there was another one that's just like a 5-hit move. It was just a 5 straight direct hits. The issue is though, is like I'm pretty sure outside the free crit one, like you said, I'm pretty sure everything else you could just do better with actual skill moves. I don't know, it's been a bit since I have played SMT5 though. SMT5 was an interesting game. I just feel like its biggest flaw was just releasing on a Switch. And I know they did do a remake. I haven't got around to playing that though. Alright, I'm just yapping at this point, and I kind of lost the sauce. I'm not even talking about RS. So, like I said, I just beat this chapter, probably the only chapter I played today. So, my personal opinions, I'll go on about Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is a decent map, but the issue comes with what route you do. Route B, if you play the B route, so you go 3B, which, God forbid. 3B is a different case of how bad it's bad design because it's purposely made that bad. Vengeance is good, just not the money. Yeah. 3B is like an interesting map, but the issue just comes, the map is not well designed. Like outside the fog of war, you're put onto a really strict time limit. 15 turns doesn't seem like a lot, but with how slow you had to play the 3B, it really adds up way too quickly. The only way I think to fix it is make it 20 turns, but even then, it might still be cutting close because of how turtling you gotta play. But if you go through that slog of a fucking map, you get the best spawn point on Chapter 4, which makes Chapter 4 actually, enjoyable to play because you don't have to run around like a damn handless chicken. But if you play the better map, the better Chapter 3 map, you get punished by being spawned on the north side of Chapter 4. And then 3B is terrain hell, yeah. 3B, you gotta, if you don't take, what's it called, Acrobat on, West, I'll call him Wester, his name's not fucking Wester. You don't take Acrobat on Walter, I drew a blank for a second. If you don't take Acrobat on Walter, 3B, you might as well just, like, reset your run. Walter's... Also, that's also another issue with 3B. Walter's fun. I like the fact he's an escort character who could actually defend himself. The issue comes is like he is such a fucking hindrance for the 2 maps you're forced to use them. But That's probably just my rant. That's on top. That's on top head ranting. I'll save like a more in-depth rant when I have a script ready for the review. I need to start writing a script soon for it. But thanks for joining me, everybody. Which is ass, by the way, because it sucks. It sucks Walter on promo. That is true, because he becomes a flyer, right? On promo, he becomes a flyer. So like, you take a skill that helps you with objectively one of the hardest maps. Yeah, Acrobat doesn't fucking jack shit, and so you want celebratory. I personally go with Nullify, because Nullify is just fun. But yeah, if you either go celebratory or Acrobat, and Acrobat's useless late game, but it makes going PH mode. The Holy Hand Grenades one is personal. I'm pretty sure they're class exclusive, not personal exclusive. So if anybody, like, they ever drop a randomizer of Rebellion Saga and somebody randomizes into the class, yeah. Nullify is good, yeah. Don't, if you want to use Combat Albert, I recommend Nullify. Combat Walter, not Albert. Yeah, like I said, I was about to end stream. You guys keep distracting me from. They're trying to chain me to the streamer. Like I said, short stream today. Next Tuesday will be a longer stream. Hopefully, I just thought I'd play a map. Stream because my stream schedule is Tuesday, Thursdays, and I kind of thought I'd get this out of the way because I'm burnt myself out a bit about on this game. I played a bit. I played through it. A playthrough of it after I ended stream Tuesday, which was on me. But I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just finish this game so I can play the secret chapters. Like I said, thanks for joining me, everybody. Like I said, I'll see you all Tuesday if you can make it. And yeah, have a good night.